Welcome to Great Day Colorado podcast. I'm DJ Mikey D, coming to you with the news that matters. We're starting with some sobering news out of Colorado. Another school, another scare, another reminder of how fragile our sense of safety can be. Here's what we know. A high school student in northern Colorado was taken into custody on October 23rd after allegedly bringing a handgun onto campus at Skyline High School. According to the Longmont Police Department, the investigation began around 11:30 a.m. when the school resource officer was alerted to social media photos showing a student in possession of what appeared to be a handgun. The student was taken into custody without incident and transported to the Juvenile Assessment Center in Boulder. Thankfully, no one was hurt this time, but the "this time" part of that sentence, that's what gets me. Because when we talk about Colorado and school shootings, we're not talking about isolated incidents. We're talking about a pattern, a history, a painful legacy that stretches back decades. Since the Columbine High School attack on April 20th, 1999, Colorado has experienced multiple school shootings and threats. We all remember Columbine. It became a national turning point, or at least it should have been. But here's the staggering reality. Since Columbine, Colorado has seen somewhere between 65 to 80 school-related shooting incidents, depending on how you define them. That's over 25 years of near misses, threats, injuries, and fatalities. In 2007, threats at a Colorado high school led to lockdowns, igniting community fears. In 2019, a shooting at a Colorado STEM school resulted in 2 students losing their lives. And those are just 2 examples in a long, painful list. The tragedy of Columbine didn't serve as the wake-up call we needed. Yes, it pushed for reforms in school safety protocols and gun laws, but the fact remains, school shootings have not ceased. For many students and parents today, these events have become terrifyingly routine. The lockdown drills, the safety plans, they're necessary, but they also reflect a society that still struggles with addressing the root causes of violence. And that's where the conversation needs to go beyond just the immediate news. What are we missing? What aren't we doing? Many experts point to mental health issues, familial instability, and easy access to firearms as key factors. And they're not wrong. But what's often missing is a sense of collective responsibility. It's not just about gun laws, though they are crucial. It's about fostering environments where students feel safe, heard, and supported. It's about creating schools where every student feels valued, seen, and connected. Our policies are only part of the solution. We need cultural change, a shift toward empathy, toward community engagement, toward looking out for each other in ways that go beyond security cameras and metal detectors. Because when a student feels isolated, angry, or hopeless enough to bring a weapon to school, that's not just a policy failure. That's a community failure. That's our failure. As we remember the scars of the past, Columbine and all the incidents that followed, we need to focus on building a future where these tragedies are no longer part of our reality. Change is possible, but it requires all of us, parents, educators, lawmakers, community members, to stand up and push for it. It requires us to have difficult conversations, to listen to young people, to address the underlying issues that lead to violence. The incident at Skyline High School ended without bloodshed, and for that we should be grateful. But we can't let gratitude become complacency. Every near miss should renew our commitment to creating safer schools and healthier communities. That's all the time we have for this segment. I'm DJ Mikey D, and I'll be back after the break with more news and analysis. Stay informed, stay engaged, and take care of each other out there. Peace and prayers.
Welcome, Great Day Colorado fans. I've got a quick message for small businesses, nonprofits, and local creators who want to reach more Coloradans without breaking the bank. If you've ever thought about advertising on Great Day Colorado, now's the time. For a limited introductory period, we're offering a special rate, just $27 for 6 months of on-air advertising. That's right, $27 to get your message heard by our listeners across the state and around the world for half a year. If you want to test the waters, this is a low-risk way to see how podcast listeners respond to your business. We'll work with you to make the spots sound right, measure basic performance, and make adjustments if you continue after the introductory period. The offer is available through December 31st, 2025. so reserve your spot soon. To get started or ask questions, email our promotions team by visiting greatdaycolorado.com, click on Contact Us, or visit greatdaycolorado.com. Click on Advertising at the top of the website page. Thanks for supporting local media and for considering Great Day Colorado to help grow your business. Again, the introductory rate is $27 for 6 months. Offer valid until December 31st, 2025. Reach out today and let's tell your story to Colorado. That's all for this announcement. Now back to the show.
Welcome back to Great Day Colorado's Community Voice podcast. For this segment, we're diving deep into a topic that's close to my heart and affects millions of children worldwide: kids' mental health and the devastating impact of school bullying. You know, when we talk about kids' well-being, we often focus on the surface stuff: grades, sports, activities. But what's happening beneath that surface? Many children are carrying heavy burdens of anxiety, depression, and low self-esteem that we never see. And one of the biggest contributors to this hidden struggle? Bullying. Whether it's physical intimidation in the hallway, cruel words in the classroom, or relentless attacks online through cyberbullying, the damage is real and it lasts. I've spoken with educators, psychologists, my own kiddos, and even adults who still carry scars from childhood bullying. The shame, the isolation, the feeling that you're somehow at fault. It shapes how these kids see themselves and their place in the world. And here's what really gets me. We still hear people dismiss this as kids being kids, but let me be clear, bullying is not a rite of passage. It's not character building, it's trauma. The research is undeniable. Children who experience bullying are at higher risk for depression, anxiety disorders, and even suicidal thoughts. Their academic performance suffers, their social development stalls. This isn't child's play. This is serious mental health territory. So why aren't we doing more? I believe it comes down to awareness and compassion. We need to stop minimizing what's happening in our schools and start taking proactive measures. Schools need comprehensive anti-bullying policies that are actually enforced. But it's not just about punishment. It's about creating cultures of kindness where bullying can't thrive in the first place. We need mental health resources readily available in every school. Counselors, psychologists, peer support programs. Children need to know there are safe places and safe people they can turn to. And this isn't just a school issue, it's a community issue. Parents, teachers, coaches, neighbors, we all have a role to play in creating environments where children feel valued, heard, and protected. We need to be teaching empathy from the earliest ages, having open conversations about mental health, creating spaces where it's okay to not be okay, and where asking for help is seen as strength, not weakness. When we invest in mental health education and anti-bullying initiatives, we're not just helping individual children, we're building stronger, more compassionate communities. We're creating the kind of world we all want to live in. I want to leave you with this thought: every child deserves to feel safe in their own skin. Every child deserves to go to school without fear. Every child deserves the support they need to navigate the challenges of growing up. If you're a parent, have those conversations with your kids about what's happening at school. If you're an educator, advocate for the resources your students need. If you're a community member, support organizations that work on these issues. And if you or a child you know is struggling, please remember, help is available. Reach out to school counselors, mental health professionals, or crisis lines. You don't have to face this alone. Thank you for joining me for this important conversation. I'm DJ Mikey D, and I'll be back next time with another topic that matters. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Peace out.